folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. Today is February 17th, 2021. We had a nice reversal with mortgage rates. I almost nailed it to the dot. So don't go away. We'll go over mortgage rates with you and a lot of other good news coming up. Well, I hope you watch my scrub report each morning, and we're naming it the Morning Update with Dan Frio. And I go over stocks, crypto, which is cryptocurrency, real estate, and bonds. And I do that with just a highlight to, I'm not giving you advice, I'm just teaching you kind of finance basics 101, how to look at stocks, how to monitor some things, what I'm doing in my positions, such as, you hear the big word Bitcoin and all this other stuff. So I hope you check out those videos and you find those informative. But let's get on to what happened to mortgage rates today. And when you get this headline news, yes, mortgage rates are much higher this week. It kind of makes you go, And there's a lot of things that are taking place into this, but I said yesterday that I see that there was an overreaction, and you'll find out here how much we picked up in that debacle that we had yesterday. But this morning I do I call it the scrub report: stocks, crypto, real estate, and bonds. I said I expect by the end of the day we'll be up about 20 bips. So that was my prediction this morning. So how good or how in tune to the market was I this morning? Well, let's get on to it. But yes, rates are higher this week. So I expected us to be up 20 by the end of the day, and we're up 16. Not bad. I'll take it. Yesterday was a bloodbath. So what's going on with mortgage-backed securities? Just so you guys know, this is what's what's going on to the price of mortgage-backed securities. It's a bond that trades on Wall Street as an investment, and you can invest in it if you want. There's good yields to it. But when this price goes up, that means bond yields or mortgage rates go down. So we love when this goes up because there's an inverse relationship. Price goes up, interest rates come down. Vice versa. Price goes down, interest rates go up. This was terrible. Basically, this is probably an adjustment of about 0.375 to mortgage rates. So rates went up at least 0.25% yesterday, minimally. And I went to a few different websites, and they're still publicizing rates, low, low, low. There is no way that most of these lenders are being able to do those rates. They didn't update. They most likely just didn't update their rates. So be careful. I got several emails today with people finding out from their current lenders they weren't locked in, and now it's going to cost them $3,000 to $5,000 to get that rate, and they're asking me for my input. Several of them I'm able to save and able to get the same rate with very minimum costs, usually about $2,000 or $3,000 cheaper in fees than what they're getting. So this is basically what's happening. We like this reversal in the bond market, the U.S. Treasuries. And the reason being is yields on the Treasuries go up, it pushes more people into Treasuries versus mortgage-backed securities. The more people that are buying, it raises the price because of the demand, driving down the yields. So we like this decline. I said earlier, a 1.4 is going to scare the markets, completely scare the markets, and you would see rates spike once again. But we had a little reversal in that, and we had a nice comeback in the mortgage-backed securities market. So what I'm expecting is these lines through here, these are Fibonacci levels, which are normally resistance levels. We blew through those in the last week. I mean, just blew through them like nothing. And that's usually the sign of just overreaction. So my expectations are, we should be trading about in this range, and it's probably going to take about a week, but I'm expecting us to move back into this range. So I'm not locking anybody, just to let you know. So I get a lot of questions. Dan, what's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next month? This should stabilize. You're going to see the Fed come out tomorrow with some verbiage. I'm expecting them to kind of address this elephant in the room and saying, guys, if we need to jump in and buy additional mortgage-backed securities to bring down the rates, that's what we will do if necessary. I'm expecting that verbiage most likely, and I'll let you know once that information does come out. But you can see during the day, we were up 16, but at one point we were down, a lot. And then we came back with a rampage, sold off again, and then ended up on a nice tick. Green means there's more buyers than sellers, so I like the candlestick right at the end. So those in charting, you get what I'm getting at. Those that aren't, this is a good sign. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so economic data. There was some stuff in there in today's, but the one thing is the producer price index, which measures inflation. Inflation is bad news. Bad news for rates. The higher inflation, the higher the rates are going to go. The consensus is we thought inflation was going to come in around 0.4. It came in at 1.3. About triple what was expected. That spooked the market, and that's why we came out of the gate just plummeting. And then we had a reversal. I think there was a lot of profit taking, people coming back in saying, you know what, this was an overreaction, and we ended on a good note. So that's that part of it. Again, when you see this as the headlines, you're probably not going to see these in headlines because, normally people market and so forth when rates are going down. They don't say, hey guys, mortgage rates are terrible right now. They're skyrocketing. Guys, we still got to put this all in perspective. Here's the national average. Somebody asked, hey Dan, what's your rates? I used to post my rates, but it's tough because there's so many different variables when it comes to mortgage rates. So what I do is try to publicize on a daily basis to say, here's the national average. Please reach out to me. So your scenario is, I'll say it's kind of like your fingerprint. It's unique to you. It's based on your credit score, your house's value, how much your loan is. Do you need cash out or not? What term are you looking at? What kind of property do you have? There's all kind of factors that get involved when it comes to mortgage rates. So this is the national average. If you get, you probably could get a little bit lower than this and a little bit higher than this. When it starts to deviate in big increments than this, meaning if you get a quote from somebody who says, oh, it's 2.25, guys, that's a lot of variance from 2.9. Dig into that, your estimate. How much is that costing you? Find out, dig, and find out what's going on, because what you don't want to find out is at the end you paid $10,000 to get that loan, because that doesn't make sense, because over the life of the loan you're probably not going to, you might not save $10,000. So if you have a loan estimate, you're in the middle of refinancing right now, and you have that information, email it to me and let me give you my honest opinion on what you're doing. Just a second opinion. That's all I'm going to say. And I can come back to you and say, here's what I could do. You compare the two and let me know what you think. So this is where the national averages are. Okay. So the 30-year conforming, jumbo, FHA, and VA, they're right here. The delta means a change. The change from yesterday is this one is up 5 basis points, 2, 7, and 11. What that is this would be 0.11. This is 0.07. This is 0.02. You get the gist. Good news is, from a year ago, rates are on average 0.75 less than where we were. Guys, we've been deviating on about 1 to 1.25%. So yes, that savings is coming down, but again, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. If you could save almost 1 full percent on your mortgage, especially if it's a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 mortgage, guys, that's a lot of money over the life of the loan. Okay, so what I ask people to do is, so now you know kind of what's going on with rates. I expect them to recover. They're not going to get, I don't expect them to get as low as they were. I think we saw the lowest rates we're going to see unless the vaccine doesn't work, the pandemic hits again, and then all bets are off. I don't know what the world's going to do at that point. But this is your time to jump in and do something. We have a forbearance video that I'm going to do tomorrow in depth to explain to you guys more in forbearances. I did it yesterday. There's still some people asking questions to make it a little more specific, so I'll try to dig down and make that as specific as I can. But what I ask people to do is, if you're in the middle of refinancing right now, or you're looking to buy or build a home, or you're in a forbearance, please reach out to us. I'm going to give you my information here, as well as phone number, email address, and website that you can go to. What I ask you to do is just get a second opinion, or get a if you were having a surgery done, you'd get a second opinion, a third opinion, a fourth opinion. All I'm asking to do is just get a second opinion. When you start getting 10 of them, that's tough, because you're always going to have somebody out there that just I'll just say it, they're going to probably bait and switch you, and they're going to say, oh yeah, I can do that, and then at the end they can't do that. If you're working with us, I monitor this on a tick by tick by tick basis. However, if you don't commit to us and just say, okay, Dan, well, I think I want to refinance, I'm not liable for, not being able to get that rate for you. All I'm asking you to do is, reach out to us, let us get the ball rolling, and I'm going to go back to you and say, okay, here's the rate I can get you. If you want it, I can lock in now or get you better, but at least I can get you that. Many people come back and say, Dan, I want 2.5. I trust you can get it. Guys, if I can't get it, I can't get it. I'll let you know. I'm as transparent as I possibly can be. So that's that. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm willing to work with you guys. I can't help you if you don't let me know your situation, and you don't at least give me a chance to try to help. So let me show you how you get a hold of me. This is the best way to do it. You go to therateupdate.com. You scroll down below. This is my phone number right here. It's at 844-775-LOAN. It's 844-775-5626. My name is Dan Frio. My email is D for Dan, Frio at preferredrate.com. If you want to apply online, just click here and start the process. If you're buying a home and this is your first step, and you're like, where do I go from here? Right here's your answer. This is going to take you through about 12 different questions, and the answers to your questions will help me determine the best program for you. This is the same tool for a refinance. Okay? Down here is if you want called, just click this, put in some information. We'll be on the phone with you probably within about 15-20 minutes. We're not looking to sell you. We're looking to educate you, help you make a sound decision on what's best for you and your family. Lastly, but not least, here's a tool we have for home valuations. We have about 500 openings still in here. This is the best tool to find out the value of your home and all kind of things about your home. It's a paid service that I pick up the tab for it. I bought 3,000 subscribers. I don't sell the data. I use it for your benefits and mine. So that's the best way to do this. And then up through here, there's all kind of tools and different things that you can use here. We do have a new feature. If right here is a translation button. If you don't speak English and your primary language is Spanish, I apologize. I hope you can understand some of what I'm doing, but at least you can click here and it'll translate everything on this page to Spanish. So that is it for today, guys. I will be back tomorrow with my morning update with Dan Frio talking about stocks, crypto, real estate, and bonds. And then I'll be back tomorrow night giving you my update on mortgages. So God bless, guys. Thanks. Please, all I ask you to do is give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, click the bell so every time I post a video, you get an alert. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.